But when you listen to his music, especially his last piano works, Beethoven, it sounds like boogie woogie. I mean, he was a bad man.
Can you play us a little boogie woogie?
Well, I don't do boogie woogie because of late piano music, although I can play a little Scott Joplin. My name is Dr Ivey. I'm a retired medical doctor from the States, and I am a permanent resident and living in beautiful Victoria. So I tell all my friends that I'm living in paradise. We have now outdoor pianos scattered various areas around Oak Bay, Victoria, and they were put out yesterday. And as soon as I heard, I said, I'm going to check out each piano to make sure that they're workable, playable, whatever. So I've spent all day today doing piano rounds. Like as a doctor, I used to do hospital rounds, checking on patients. So the first stop was Loon Bay up in Uplands. Very good piano down there. Second stop was Cattle Point. That's a very good piano, a nice view down there at Cattle Point. I checked the piano at Willows Beach. Unfortunately, I say it's on life support. There's not much there. It's nicely painted, but I won't be playing that piano anymore. It's just, there's nothing there. This is the Oak Bay Marina, also known as Turkey Head. And this is actually my favorite spot. There's a lot of traffic, tourists come in and out, overlooking the marina, the ocean, the view. I've discovered that regardless if it's a really old piano within certain limits, that if I send it love and accept it as it is, it gives me back more than I expected. And that's the key. When you love something, it changes everything. Love with a capital L, most powerful thing in the universe. Keep George Washington Carver. And he said, when you love something enough, it will reveal all of its secrets to you. Think about that. When you love something enough, it will reveal its secrets to you. Well, my main composer is Beethoven.
Yeah.
And last year, 2020, was significant because it happened to be the 250th anniversary of Beethoven's birth. So I'm working on what we call the Beethoven 250 project. Someone said, what's the difference between history and mythology? Mythology is true. A lot of history has been distorted depending on who writes the history. And since most of the history in this part of the world, in the last 500 years history, was written by white Europeans, white Americans, so it's called eurocentricity. The thing about Beethoven is Beethoven was a black man. There are more than a few people who already knew that, who were taught that in school, but it's not common knowledge. I think that the world needs to know that. The world is searching for truth with a capital T, with increased emphasis on women's rights, rights of minorities, inclusiveness, acceptance of people with different sexual orientations. You see all of this, and it's happening as we speak. So Beethoven, born in Bonn, Germany, 1827. He was known during his lifetime as the Blackamoor of Bonn. Blackamoor of Bonn, okay? And he died in 1827, which is 9 years before the earliest cameras. So we don't actually have any photographs of Beethoven, but we have lots of paintings. The paintings of Beethoven during his lifetime, he looks like he really looked. distinct Negroid features, okay? In the years, decades following his death, the myth, the legend surrounding Beethoven grew and grew. Now you have to understand, nothing happens in isolation. So in the years 1830, 1840, 1850, 1860s, American Civil War and beyond, what major social issues were at work around the world? Well, the one thing, there are a number of things. The African slave trade was still very profitable. The myth of white supremacy was still disseminated widely. And European colonization of many countries, people of color, was well underway. So the painters painting Beethoven could not depict Beethoven with those features of those lesser people. So Beethoven was made more and more white, and in the paintings, like making Tiger Woods blue-eyed blonde. We didn't have photographs, you know. See, Beethoven's music is for all mankind, you see. So it doesn't change one note. But I think it's relevant that we dispel one more lie. Good thing that Beethoven happened to have been born out of wedlock. He was a mulatto, biracial, whatever word you want to use. And he was this incredible genius, arguably the greatest composer of Western music ever. So there you have it.